Hey guys, you're watching this one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to the episode of Let's Build a City, episode 301. Which means if you missed last episode, you missed the big episode 300. Oh, was it a cool episode? One of my favourite episodes, I think, just purely because of the first 3 minutes of it. You get to see like the overview version of the map, but you get to see the whole city grow for 3 minutes. 4 years of work, just over, in fact, 4 years of work crammed into 3 minutes. Basically, I took like a snapshot of the entire city all at once. Every 3 or 4 episodes or so is what it works out on average. It was 78 pictures over 300 episodes, which is 3.8. Yeah, picture every 3.8 episodes on average. Some were obviously a little bit longer, some were like every 2 episodes, depending on what we've done. If we've done something big that makes a huge impact, I usually took or took like a screenshot from for the overview to take, and if it was something small, then I sort of left it a couple of episodes. But in last episode, I mentioned how our building has improved, or I feel it has improved over the last 4 years. I mean, we built this literally 4 years ago, and we built this skyscraper behind this tall one here. This one here. This was in fact the first building in the city. This one here, and this is in its sort of second form. In the first form, as you guys probably remember, most of you, the windows were all flat, and we ended up putting a lot of depth into this building just to try and dress it up a little bit. But yeah, that was the first building, and the town hall wasn't all that far behind. But look at the difference between like that one and the purple one, which was made a lot more recently. Well, I suppose about 1.5 years ago now, probably, or 2 years ago, I can't remember. But yeah, there's a huge jump in that, and you can definitely see, or I can tell at least, when I'm flying around the city and stuff, I can tell how far down the line of the series certain buildings were built, because there's just a general improvement as you go, which is good. So I think we need to go around, like I said last episode, and just update some of the older buildings. Today I think we're going to start with a town hall. The main problems that we've got is that the sides, both sides, the left and the right, are extremely blank. There's nothing going on. I literally have one window on either side. We need something more going on there. The back side here, I don't know if I actually like these forced really far back windows anymore, if I want to switch these out with panes. I don't know if I've got these on the front or not. Nothing going on the back here, look. I'm not hugely disappointed about nothing going on the back here. I mean, it's the back of the building, but there's something not quite right here. I made an effort of putting down these leaves and these bushes here to try and lift it a little bit, and in the middle here we've got this nice amount of sandstone going on, but there's nothing going on the sides, and yeah, something there needs to be adjusted. Again, nothing on the side here. On the front, I really like these sandstone coving things. We might sort of do a smaller version of these at the back. Why do I have panes on the front but full blocks on the back? I don't know. I think I need to have panes all the way around. And a little tiny annoying thing that has always sort of got to me is these windows. Now, hardly any of you will really notice this, but they sort of, if you take that as the top line and this as the bottom line, they sit a little, or they appear to be sitting a little bit more towards the bottom. They're actually in the middle. You can tell that there's 2 blocks above the window, and then there's 2 blocks below the window. It's fine, it's in the middle. But because this slab takes up the top half of this block, it actually makes it look like 1.5 blocks below it and 2 blocks above it. So the way we can get around that to give the impression that it's 1.5 blocks above it as well is by putting stairs above here. So if we do it on all 3 of these, all 5 of these actually, and if I stand back far enough where we can see hopefully the other windows, I think that just lifts it up that little bit more. I think the ones on the right hand side look more centered, the ones on the left. It might just be me. It also matches in because these ones have the same thing going on. They have the stairs above it. Why I didn't do it on all of them, I don't know. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I didn't want to. Maybe I had a reason back then of why I didn't want to. This doesn't sound too much like me to not do it for a reason, but I'll have to look back on the videos. I don't know what episode it was that I actually made this town hall. I'm not going to do that side one yet because I'm going to completely change up the side, no doubt. These need to be changed. Also, I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's not terribly bad, but on the front, we've got like 3 block tall windows here in the middle, but on the side we've got 2 block tall ones, but on the back here we've got 3 block tall ones. So something tells me, something is telling me now that I built the front, and then when I got to the back, it was either on a different episode or I forgot what I was doing or something, because something isn't really sounding too right with me here. It's almost like 2 different people built this. Like one person built the front and one person built the back, and they both sort of were running sort of off the same style, but not exactly. Okay. These take longer to break than the panes. It's because you've got an extra one as well. I'm using sort of 8 blocks instead of the 6 panes that you would normally use. So, I've got 1.5 blocks at the top, which means pane. I'll just do this one by hand first to make sure it's going right. Then that would be the 2 blocks below, and we'll grab that to go in there, and that should be in line, right? Just double check before you go all the way along. Yeah. I couldn't see how it wouldn't have been. It's also a building that I really should do an interior to, being the town hall. I know I don't like doing interiors. I know you guys actually don't mind seeing interiors being built, but I've never really found it interesting. So I never really have bothered. But I think on buildings like this, I should make a little bit more of an effort to do so. That one. Oops. That one. No, not that one. And then down here. 2. Okay, so now we've made these back windows smaller, but it's also made a big block of just brick. Like nothing interesting is going on below here. So we're gonna sort of fold this pattern around the edge, but we're not going to bring it out by 4 blocks like it is here. We're just going to bring it out by 1, and it's not going to be quite as deep. This is a full block's depth. We're going to use stairs instead. So how could I do this? Do I bring it out? I think I'm going to bring it out like this. So I'm going to have to put that one in like there, and that one in like that. And then that will run around there and around there. And then we need the full block to go like that. So it's sort of going from an entire block deep in here to half a block deep. And I think that's going to work. Now this can run all of the way around. Well, not all the way around the back. It'll sort of end up going towards the middle. You'll know what I mean when we get there. Just to there, look. Boom. We put the upside down ones here. And what this does is this continues a feature around the building for one, but it's also breaking up the side, the blank side that we've got, and the blank back. So it's sort of like a 3-in-1. And all you got to do is place down like 3 lines of blocks. It's like a super quick, easy fix. It's like a how to improve your build video, but on my own building. Yeah, like that. So we'll do this on the other side as well. I don't know exactly what block it is. I can't quite remember. So we're just going to run around here. I'll just put those ones in like that to get us going. Put that one in the right way up. We'll have this around this edge. Also, I don't want to do anything really that affects like the surrounding area. So I don't want to make the car park any bigger or smaller. I was like, what is going on here? it's just literally just a building that's changing. If we change something that then requires the car park to be sort of altered, I wouldn't feel too comfortable with that. I don't want to like change the building. I just want to make it look better, just improve upon it. There's definitely some buildings in the city that I wouldn't have a problem tearing down and having a re-go at. But yeah, we'll sort of get those when we come to it, I think. Also, this gives us time when we're upgrading some buildings. It gives us a little time to sort of use that inspiration or time to get inspiration for the other buildings. Now, I've got a weird thing going on here. On this side, this is all on the same height. Look, yeah, it all is on the same. On the back, this middle portion, for whatever reason, again, is lower down than those ones, which means we really should lift all of that up by one, which is a little frustrating. I reckon though we can hit this in one. Let's grab just a wooden block so I can know it's that one. I reckon we can hit this in one. We'll find out. Ooh, weather clear. I'm going to go here, cut, up one, paste. We'll leave ourselves a little seam here, but now that is all in line with that. Beautiful. And we should be able to just pop these in here. Get the stairs to go above them. Ooh. Another one. There's always seems to be one more. These can go back in here. Even lifted up all the little lamps as well for us, which is nice. Excellent. So that's now in line. Anything else? Oh, these windows on the bottom here just need to have... See, these ones are panes at the bottom, but they were full blocks at the top. I'm sure that's something... That's like a mistake that's been here for like 400 episodes now. Okay. Did I get rid of that wooden block? Yeah, I did. Okay, that's helped. I also need this here now to keep that going. And I think we want to continue this feature on these corners, on these edges as well. I think we keep them at the same heights as the other ones as well. We don't want to sort of alternate them. It's a passing thought, but that one, and that one. That one. Oh, I've got an itchy neck. Oh, aren't they the worst? Oh, that's better. That one. So this, it was a really nice feature to have all over the bit, like at the front of the building, but I think it's just going to look better being all over the building, on all the corners. Not a huge... Well, actually, that is growing on me, actually. I wasn't a fan of just like in a split second of that being the same as this block. But then you just give it a second and it's like a puzzle piece. It just sort of fits into like one of them 3D puzzles and how they slot together. Actually really like that. That's going down here. I can't get to that one. And this one here goes up like this. That's got that one. So then we... Oh, and this one. You miss one and you'll really know about it. It'll stand out like a sore thumb. That one. Oops. Here. There. That one. Little one here. There's no fast way to do it though. Ooh, and that one. Yeah, don't forget that one again. Why? Ah! There's another problem. Now these ones are not in line with those ones. What is happening? Like, how does that even happen? How do I do the front so differently to the back? Like, this whole episode has been just trying to make the front look like the back. That's so weird. So we want that one now to be brick. Wow, that's so weird. I never knew, like, I wonder if I make these kind of mistakes on every single building. Like, if I went back and I revisited, like, another building, would they all be as flawed as this one? Or was I just having, like, a bad couple of episodes? I'm sure this, like, took 3 episodes to build, though, didn't it? Wouldn't I have noticed it in that time? I should have. And that one. That one. That one. Okay, we're nearly here. I think this is literally the last one. That one, and that one. Right. Okay, so they're now all the way around. Everything's starting to match up nicely. Anything that I can do on this back, like that looks so much better. I don't think now that I need anything in this bottom half. I sort of like the back side, the bottom half of this back side to be just wall. I could imagine there being like artwork on the inside of the town hall, or on that side would be like a big seating area for like the city town hall meetings, things like that. Can I need a windowsill in that one. Do I have one on the other side? Could I fit another window in there? I would happily put in. See, I had one on the other side. Weird. I would happily have another window in here, though. Like that. And like that. That one. That one. Copy. Go over here. And I got a feeling, is that upper block? No. Okay, I'll stand here. Beautiful. Okay, so I've added another window in there. I should really add another window on the front as well. Do those windows match up? No, I've used full... Yeah, look, I've got full blocks on the top half and panes on the bottom half. What is... I wonder actually if I was doing a which do I prefer style thing. Like, do I prefer them being panes or do I prefer them being glass? And I bet I done something like, I shall let you guys decide. I shall leave them both like this for now and let you guys decide, and we'll change it next episode. And then I forgot. I bet that's happened. That sounds like something I would do. I would have them for comparison. And glass. There's that big old block glass one again. Okay. That's not right. That's not right. What do I want? This one, that one, and up here. Okay. Now what have we got? I like the front. I have no problem with the front in general now. I think the little increase in windows has helped. I think everything lining up together has helped. I still don't like these windows being set back. Let's fix all these windows as well. Let's fix all these. I don't like the setback windows. We've given them a long enough chance of 4 years to let them grow on us, but they haven't been able to grow, and I think it's time now we say no. Let's move on from them, and those go in there. If something doesn't look good after 4 years, it's time to change it. You know what? We could do a little one down there for consistency's sake, and we could even do them above here. It's just these little details. They cast little tiny shadows. Slab. Doing some white ones, just a couple of white ones on here. Nah. grey ones. Yeah, that works. Do I need them? I don't think I need them on the back, do I? So a very quick look. No, I've got them on the back. But those two are the only sandstone windows, I think, in the building. So, okay, that works really well. I like the front now. Very happy with the front. The side. Now we've got this split in it, which I think really helps. And I think I'm going to do the opposite to what I've got on the back. So on the back, I've got windows on the top half, but not the bottom half. I think in the side, we'll go with windows on the bottom half, but not on the top half. Yeah? Let's put the stairs above there now. Now that we know that we're going to do it, I'm going to stand on this side, and I'm going to copy... I'm going to copy that one to that one. And then we're just going to place this window or slab where we want it. And then that allows us to easily align ourselves for consistency. That one. That should, I would hope, work out. Okay, it does. So we've got 2 blocks like before the window starts on the left and 2 blocks before the window starts on the right. So a nice amount of windows on the bottom here. That looks really cool. That's actually going to make a really cool interior. This window you can't actually see anything with. Oh, because that's actually there. Okay, let's just undo that last one then. We'll just have those. Yeah, that works out well. I like that. Let's do that on the other side. Yeah, I can imagine that, like, seeing into the meeting room with all the chairs sort of lined up on there. Sort of, it very much reminds me of like the town hall from The Simpsons. You know, that kind of layout of a room. All the chairs and everyone sits down and the mayor's at the front there. That's the sort of... That's, if I was going to do an interior to this, that's what it would sort of have. Okay, that's quite cool. It's nice. 5 windows on the side and we have 5 windows on the front. It's like a consistency of numbers as well. Okay, so I like the sides now. Although the top half is still a little bit blank. I think it's a huge improvement. I think it's now sort of all coming together. You know what the last thing that might work is changing this top 2 blocks of, or top 2/1 blocks of brick to a clay block. Ooh, I hear you saying, what are you talking about, AJ? Well, we could change it up to like hardened clay. Ooh, the big change, hey? Set 172. 172. You see how that's just that it just switches something. It makes it just that part stand out, and it's still close enough to the brick color that it doesn't look too out of place. You could also try this one, 159.8. Oh, I like that one too. Oh, that one I think I like better than that one. Oh, I like them both. Oh, I like that one. We're going with that one. So, we want it on here. Oops. That one. Along the back. And along the side. But we don't want it now on this part. But we do want it on here. So I'm going to do that. We don't want it on this part. But then we want it on here. So it's sort of, you keep swapping between them, and then we're back to this part again. And then we want it to there. And then we want it to here. And then we want it to there. Now you could do this middle part then. It would fit with the pattern on... Yeah, it would fit with the pattern, because that would be there. And then that one wouldn't be. But then this one pokes out again, so you would have like that one as well. I think I would have broken some stairs on the top then. I've got a feeling. I think that's actually always been like that. Yeah, I did break one. I think I'm going to just curve that stair like that. Ooh. And put the window back in. Oh, we can't have the stairs above it if we do it like this. Let's just take a look. It's the only part that I would be a little bit concerned if I liked it or not. Yo, I like that. I think that looks really cool. Don't you? I think that looks really cool. Now the only last thing that we might do is see these pillars. One pillar there and the one pillar here. We could change that out to this hardened clay block. Again, it's a bit of a bold move. What we could do, replace brick with 172. And the top, not one over yet. But you need to really, let's back off, see if we can get both, if we can see both sides. That's growing on me. What do you guys think? I think I like that. It does make it look like separate buildings in a way. It breaks the building up. That's before. That's after. No, I think I like it brick. I'm not going to do that. Alright, I'm going to leave the episode there though, guys. I think this has been a huge improvement. Just a general tart-up. Didn't really change too much of the building itself. Just added detailing, added more to look at, more features, more depth. And I think overall we've improved it. If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode. Bye!